Today, we're partaking in one of my favorite pastimes, making fun of rich people. Because we're going to be watching a tour of a $63 million apartment that is definitely not worth $63 million. Touring a $63 million futuristic billionaire row penthouse.
Comprising the entire 76th and 77th floors. Atop Jean Nouvel's iconic crystalline tower is Penthouse 7.
Is it really iconic though?
The penthouse has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, with just under 8,000 square feet of living space.
At a certain point, I just always end up asking myself, who really needs this much, you know? Like even just this lobby, sure it looks nice, but it's already so extra. It's just a little tacky. It stresses you out that the elevator opens directly into your unit. That is a little weird. Yeah, I don't think I would like that either, but I'm assuming there's some like extra security, you know?
This is the wow factor in this penthouse. We have
Yeah, there is a wow factor there. Like, is it nice? Yeah, but like, it just feels so extra.
22-foot high ceilings in an apartment is pretty unheard of. It was
Yes, it is, because it's completely unnecessary. I will admit, the views are phenomenal from here when the weather is good and the windows are clean. But is it worth $63 million? You don't understand. It's in New York City. Of course it's worth that much. It has to be worth that much if it's in New York City.
we have a bar here.
I'm sure there's going to be a better bar somewhere else in this apartment, but like $63 million and this is the bar you have? Really? It just feels like I've seen better bars in suburban neighborhoods. These chairs are so ugly. I've been meaning to say it since we started this video, but like, they just look like they're made out of dog fur. They don't look comfortable. They don't look inviting. I know it's probably staged and that no real person would actually use these, but I just hate the way they look. Also the side tables. Those look like giant butt plugs.
And your window opens to get fresh air all the way up here on the 76th floor. It's a nice
Ugh.
little
I'm not usually like too scared of heights, but this is too high.
with a pocket door. It's a New York City fan favorite for saving space.
I do love these
If you check
doors.
out this bathroom,
I have to admit.
very sleek and minimal design here. From the powder room, you've got this nice airy gallery.
One of the smartest things architects and real estate agents ever did was sell minimalist as like a positive, you know? Like there are some times when it is, but like the fact that you can use minimalist as a selling point in a $63 million apartment, genius, because it just saves money.
Again, it's a corner room, so you have views
Those chairs look like something I would find in like a high school computer lab. They just look like boring plastic chairs. I mean, this room isn't horrible. I feel like I mostly just hate the furniture. Plus, let's be honest, it's not like anyone's actually going to live in this apartment, right? It's just like a speculative asset for rich people. They're not actually going to live here for majority of their time.
custom kitchen by Terre Despont for Maltini.
Ugly. I'm so over this style of kitchen.
You've got beautiful polished statuary marble countertops, which
Like just the pure white everywhere. It's just so bland. And not even bland, it just looks bad, I think. Like it'd be one thing if it was just marble countertops, but like all the like shiny like cabinets and everything, it almost makes it look industrial. But rich people like bland and sterile. That is a good point. They do. I guess I'm not the target market.
the back painted glass cabinetry, which has this polished nickel detailing. If you look,
Polished nickel detailing. Like who cares?
it's all motorized to open. And then to
That's so extra, man. You really can't just open it with your hand like a normal human being. Like people who can afford a $63 million apartment would spend time in the kitchen. That is another good point. But I don't know. I still feel like if you're spending $63 million, the entire apartment should be nice, you know?
push the buttons to close up.
Ooh, I actually don't like that at all. Imagine you forget something when you're trying to close it and your hand gets stuck. No, thank you. It's such a shame too, because it is like it's a good sized kitchen and I think the bones are good. It's just everything around it looks ugly.
You've got views of the sub observation deck.
Ooh, I don't know if I would like this or not. Like it would be kind of good for people watching, but could they see you too, you know? Like if I'm changing in there in that bedroom, I don't want people to be able to see me.
We're now entering the lounge here in the penthouse, and just check out these southern views. I do want to point out that the building is
What is that? This chair right here? Who is this for? It looks like a couch for a dwarf. Like who wants that? That doesn't look comfortable to sit in at all. This thing, I don't know what it is, but if it was like more of like a art piece than a couch, I think it would be okay. I don't know. It looks kind of like a bone, but I don't mind the shape. I don't know why. This table is stupid too, though. Like, you can't use half of the space on it. Okay. Who makes a foosball table out of glass? I'm sure it's reinforced and it's probably just there for looks, but I feel like that's a terrible idea, you know?
This is your office nook. So
Bro,
here we have a nice.
I'm sorry. Trying to sell this as an office, reminder, $63 million apartment, and this is your office? I feel like the one room a rich person would care about is their office. How is this like a good office? My biggest question is, why would you want to live that far up so you don't have to see the poor people? Second floor. I kind of forgot there was a second floor, I'll be honest. I do like this staircase if I have to be honest.
Case, we've got the first guest bedroom here on the second floor with those pristine.
Like, what is that chair, dude? It doesn't even look aesthetically pleasing. It looks like a ball of jello.
And this is staged as the kids' room. Could you imagine being a kid living here, waking up and seeing that every day?
This is something that always annoys me about these apartments, is they'll have like enormous spaces and then they'll stuff both of their kids in one room, you know? Like, you're gonna have this enormous apartment, like 4 rooms, 2 floors, and only 1 kid's bedroom. And then you're gonna give them twin beds on top of that? Crazy.
With a hidden door.
Ooh, I fuck with hidden doors. Even if they're not that hidden, I still think it's cool.
You've got a little desk moment area here with your views to the east.
Because you need a desk in the bathroom, especially when I'm sure we're about to see an enormous vanity.
Also travertine on the floating vanity.
You're really gonna put a 1 sink vanity in a room with 2 beds? That's crazy. This feels more like a hotel to me. I agree. I think that's partially intentional. I think especially this, like a shower, right? This feels very hotel-y, but it could just be the way the soap is set up.
Got the throne.
Wait, is there a bidet? I don't see one. Rich people really don't know how to live. It's crazy to have that much money and not have a bidet.
And now you really get that view of Central Park in your face.
I mean, I feel like the view was just as good, if not better, on the first floor.
This is actually the in-house elevator.
Ooh, another hidden door. In-house elevator. Part of me wants to shit on this, but part of me also wants to say it's cool for accessibility reasons, you know? Like, because it is genuinely cool for accessibility reasons. But like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of extra too.
Little hangout reading room, floor-to-ceiling glass with views of the east. I mean, look at those views. It really is the case in a place like this where the views are the main selling point.
That's just like a weird room. I don't know. It's not a bad room, but like, kind of feels like a waste of space. IMO.
Owner's suite here in the penthouse. One of those bedrooms where you don't have to say a whole lot. You've got your views to the north, Central Park, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the oasis in New York City here. For perspective,
It's not a bad bedroom. I do like the chandelier, but it is so white. It's whiter than I am, which is saying something.
owner's suite is 1,300 square feet.
That's
which
crazy.
In the city
This suite is like 3 times the size of my apartment.
is your walk-in steam shower, travertine bench. If you look up, that might
Bro, what is the big deal about travertine? It just looks like a stone.
be one of the largest rainfall shower heads I have seen. Again, steam shower, so you have all the steam vents here, your fixture.
And you gotta learn how to fly a plane to use this shower.
You've got 2 vanities. This is the first one here.
Okay, there are 2 vanities. That's good.
Your vanity is motorized and can rise or lower.
That's so extra. I'm sorry. Bend over and look in the mirror like the rest of us. Develop back pain, you know?
And then you have that ring light on the vanity.
The vanity is nice, but it's crazy this is the only room with 2 vanities in it, you know?
The centerpiece is your soaking tub with your
That's a nice tub. I have to concede that tub is really nice. I think it could be a little bit deeper, but like that length that's a long tub.
a nice little day bed. We've got another pocket door here.
Like, what's the point of having a bed in a bathroom? Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, is it not going to get moldy?
Showroom level as far as the quality here.
While this closet is big for an apartment of this expense, it's not that nice. It's pretty underwhelming. It's bigger than mine, right? I have 1 closet. It's tiny compared to this, but like $63 million, and this is the closet you get?
And I'm going to hang around for a few hours because I really want you to see what this place looks like at night.
Okay, well, you're not going to get this view because this is your apartment, you know? This is not the view you're going to get. Is he just not going to actually show us views at night? Like, this is not night. I'm sorry. This is too bright to be considered night. IMO. Like, I'm trying to see it when the sky is dark. This is like barely after sunset. I'm sorry, I'm just getting frustrated by this outro. Oh, he was like, he's gonna show us views at night, and then this is night. This is not night. Okay. That house was something. I'll say that much. I just don't get it. If I was gonna spend $63 million on a house, that would not be it. I'm sorry.